What a move. Unbelievable, guys. Speechless move by the New York Giants. Matt Rule gave the Giants an opportunity late last night to match the deal, and the Giants end up going down from New England and hiring Joe Judge. And is a Belichick disciple. He also worked under Nick Saban at Alabama. This Matt Rule, the Giants ended up loving this guy in the process. And I give the Giants credit for this move because this isn't a retread hire. This isn't McCarthy. And the Giants shocked everybody with this move. And Matt Rule went to Carolina. He would have been my first choice, but the Giants clearly don't like anybody from the college game. I think Matt is going to do a sensational job. And Joe Judge is now the Giants head coach. And the Patriots have the best special teams. It's about being a leader and a CEO. And Matt Rule, I would have loved it. I think that Matt Rule knew that the Giants loved Joe Judge late last night in the process. And this isn't a typical Giants move. A Giants move would have been to hire Josh McDaniels. And first of all, the Patriots had Julian Edelman. They didn't have a lot of wide receivers. You got to give Joe Judge an opportunity. He's from the Belichick tree, and this guy's an exceptional leader. And I'm pumped. I'm honestly all right about it. I'm really pumped. It's all Gucci. It's all Gucci. It's not Josh McDaniels. This is really, really, really going to be exciting. This is really, really going to be exciting because Matt Rule just played us like a freaking fool. You want somebody that wants the Giants job. You want somebody that wants the Giants job. And I think that Matt Rule wanted the Giants job because he came back to us in the process and asked for the money. Matt Rule, if he didn't want to be there, he's young, and this is incredibly interesting for the Giants. It is because McCarthy would have been an old retread hire. The Patriots have the best special teams. He's been in the Patriots organization for the last 12 years. He knows what it takes to be elite. He's had Gostkowski. He's had Matt Slater. This is incredible. This guy could be an incredible gem. The upside is unbelievable. This isn't a Jason Garrett. This isn't a McCarthy. This isn't like a Rob Saleh. This is an incredibly bold and interesting hire by the Giants. No one gave this guy a chance. This guy was the afterthought of the Giants. He was eighth on this list. Nobody was looking at him but the Giants. This could be destiny. This could be unbelievable. This is an incredibly ballsy move, and I'm excited for it. It's us against the world like it always is, you know? It's New York Giants against everybody. I'm very, very interested to see the press conference and everything. This is really going out on a limb. This is going out on a limb. The Giants wanted Judge all along. Bill Belichick and Saban swear by this guy. Steve Belichick's going to be now our defensive coordinator. This guy is a Patriot guy. He worked for the Patriots, and he's been in the Patriots organization for the last 10 years. He also worked at Alabama under Nick Saban. This isn't a big mistake. A big mistake would have been hiring Josh McDaniels, who would have been a complete dick to Daniel Jones. And by the way, Matt Rule didn't want the job. So what more did you want? Who did you want to hire? Did you want to hire Chris Richard? No. I don't think that I think Matt Rule just wanted money. And we love Joe Judge in the process. So just relax and let it happen. Relax. Let it happen. The judge, the jury, the executioner, baby. Aaron Judge, great player for the New York Yankees. Joe Judge is going to be, this is a move that is out of the clouds. It is completely bold, and it's why the Giants interviewed Joe Judge, and we fell in love with Joe Judge. And I didn't want Wink Martindale at all. Wink Martindale is a linebackers coach. He barely has any experience. Joe Judge is 38 years old. He can grow. He's going to be our coach for the next 15 years, maybe. I'm really, really excited about this. It's not Josh Daniels. We took our time with this process. We wanted to figure out who wanted to be here. And if Matt Rule really didn't want to be here, then he wouldn't have taken the job. And the Giants wanted Joe Judge all along. Joe Judge has been in the NFL game, and he knows, I'm telling you, he's going to organize us. It's about finding a leader. And Joe Judge is a leader of men. He is a leader. He's decisive. He's decisive. He's going to work with we're going to have the best special teams in all football. John Harbaugh is a special teams coach as well. So sometimes you need a special leader. And I'm telling y'all that this guy worked under Saban and Belichick. He's been groomed for greatness. And this is from the Patriots tree. This isn't Pat Shurmur. This isn't a Ben McAdoo hire where Ben McAdoo worked in the West Coast system. We're going to find out exactly what this is because we knew McDaniels would have been a bomb that would have killed our franchise. McDaniels would have ended us all. Chris Richard could have been a hothead that the Cowboys players didn't like. So Mike Vrabel is under the Bill Belichick. Mike Vrabel, Josh Gaddis, Kirby Smart is under Nick Saban. Kirby Smart is having a really, really nice career. Jimbo Fisher won a national championship. So Vrabel's doing a pretty good job from New England anyway. Bill O'Brien was a decent coach with Penn State. Exactly. So this is a move that nobody saw coming. It's why you can't really believe the media that it was going to be Matt Rule or McDaniels. You can't believe anybody because nobody knows. And maybe Matt Rule just wanted money from the Panthers or from the Giants. It's going to be an unbelievable amount of money that Matt Rule is making. So the Giants, Dave Gettleman, he can't understand the college game, and maybe Matt Rule doesn't understand the NFL game. But Joe Judge has been around the Patriots. He's been around Belichick. He knows exactly what greatness looks like. And this is exactly a move that connects us to our roots. And this isn't Josh McDaniels. This is a move that the Giants feel great about. I trust John Mara. I trust the Giants in this process. Even though this was a great coaching search, we took our time with this one. And exactly, Harbaugh was a special teams coach. And you need a guy. And the bottom line, too, is that Joe Judge is 38 years old. If you hire Wink Martindale and Wink hires Joe Brady, then Joe Brady would have bounced on from the New York Giants. So this guy is our guy for the next 20 years, maybe. This is a guy that's going to be a lifer in New York, okay? This is a guy that can grow with us. This isn't Shurmur. This isn't like a Tom Coughlin old school hire. I'm way more excited about this guy than McCarthy. I really am. So 7 years of $60 million, what's that equal to? That's actually less than $10 million. It's 60 divided by 7. Can you guys do that in your head, please? How much is that? How much is the Matt Rule contract? No, I'm way more excited. 8.5, that is probably the second highest to John Gruden. So the Panthers really wanted Matt. Good for Matt. If you don't want to be here, man, that's fine. We want people that want to be here. And the Giants, they were very patient in the process. We did our due diligence for this process. And this guy is from the Belichick tree. It's an amazing move. Nobody gave Joe Judge a chance. Nobody even did like a preview video on Joe Judge because this one was absolutely from the clouds. And I'm an optimistic thinker. This isn't McCarthy. This isn't old and stale. This is something that could be incredible. It's a big risk. I've never heard Joe Judge speak before. It's certainly a risk, guys. I wanted Matt Rule. I really did. I wanted Matt Rule, okay? And the point is, if Matt Rule didn't want us, then we couldn't force it. And I did want Matt Rule. I did want Matt Rule in this process. I did. But this is a move that again was very, very decisive from the New York Giants on all fronts. And it's all about leadership. And the fan base is going to be negative. They're going to panic. And I can understand it a little bit because it isn't Matt Rule. It isn't what we expected. But this isn't like McCarthy. This isn't Marvin Lewis. It's not Jason Garrett. This is something new. It's energetic. It's a guy that the Giants think is a gem. This could be one of the great coaching hires ever. This could be. It's almost like Daniel Jones. And it's a complete change of pace. Exactly, Floyd. And that's exactly what I just said. Exactly right. It's that this could be an incredible, incredible change of pace. Jason Garrett is going to be, if he's the offensive, I don't know the reports, guys, so it could be, a troll job by somebody, by the Odell Beckham account, but maybe that is true. But the Matt Rule thing, Matt Rule's getting paid a ton of money now. I don't know if Wade Phillips would be great. I don't know if Matt Rule wanted the Giants job or not. We don't really know. If Matt Rule wanted us, I don't think that he would have interviewed with Carolina if Matt Rule really wanted the Giants job. And then Matt Rule said that he wanted to stay at Baylor. But here's the thing. I don't know if Matt Rule was begging the Giants to match the Panthers offer sheet and we didn't give Rule a chance, which is sad. But I've moved on from it. And Joe Judge is the head guy. Joe Judge will be making the decisions. Okay? And Joe Judge knows Patriot football. He knows what winning looks like. It's not Shermer, who was in Minnesota, who never got to a conference championship. Joe Judge knows what Super Bowls are like, okay? He's been part of the dynasty. You're taking somebody off the Patriots dynasty, and this isn't like a Mike. I'm just excited about this. This could be another John Harbaugh. This could be unbelievable. It's a good point. It's definitely a point that Matt Rule and McCarthy didn't want the Giants job. I can't argue with that. But the Giants fans are just going to panic like they always do, about Josh Allen, and I'm really just preaching patience. I'm preaching patience. And if Matt Rule just wanted to play us for money, then that's that. You know what I mean? You want somebody that wants to be here. And McDaniels, let's really talk about the candidates, okay, Q-Dog? Let's really dive in. Let's really dive into the candidates. Bieniemy had, I think, let's talk about each and every one here, and let me try to make you guys feel better. Let me really try to make you guys feel better, okay? Here we go. Bieniemy, okay? Bieniemy had issues in the past. I think that he had a warrant under him. He could have been arrested for something in there. He has a questionable past and background. I've heard that from multiple people. Bieniemy was a guy like Matt Nagy that's under Andy Reid. He doesn't even call plays. Wink Martindale was only a defensive coordinator for the last 2 years. Lamar Jackson in that offense holds the ball the entire time. So Wink Martindale as a defensive coordinator, he's only been at DC for 2 years. He's 56 years old. He's a linebackers coach from Ohio. So Wink, I just told you, Wink and Bieniemy. Matt Rule, he might have wanted the Panthers job all along. He might have wanted the Carolina job all along. So Matt Rule might have been out. McCarthy was hired by the Cowboys, and the Giants took their time, and they wanted somebody that was patient and wanted the Giants job. So then when you look at the candidates that were available, this guy is now a Patriot guy. He's 38 years old, and I really think that, and he knows what winning is like. And this guy is a leader, and he's young, and he's 38, and he knows you know what Joe Judge knows? The judge, I got to get a mallet or whatever the judges use. You know what Joe Judge is like? He is 38 years old, and he knows the landscape of the NFL. This is a young hire. It's out of the box. It's very uncharacteristic. This could be absolutely sensational. And Urban Meyer had a background also. I would have interviewed Lincoln Riley. I would have interviewed Lincoln Riley, honestly, from Oklahoma. I would have given him a big opportunity. Matt Rule, the Giants did everything I wanted them to do in this process. They didn't hire too quickly. They didn't settle on, they really looked into the background of McDaniels and Richard, and the Giants took their time with this search and with this process. So I understand if you guys are skeptical, and it's a wait and see process right now. But I'm really holding out a lot of hope for Joe Judge. I'm very, very excited about this. It's not McDaniels would have been awful. I'm holding out hope. And again, like I wanted Matt Rule just like the rest of you guys. So I'm not gonna lie. I was very, very disappointed when Matt Rule took the Panthers job this morning. I was really just incredibly disappointed. It definitely hurt, right? I wanted Matt Rule. But if Matt Rule didn't want the Giants, there's nothing the Giants really could have done in that process. So I can't wait for the press conference. I can't wait. It's not at all like Shermer. Shermer was an offensive coordinator. He was old. That would have been like the Giants hiring Stefanski. This is completely out of the box. So this guy is a lot younger. He's going to bring energy to the Giants. I'm very, very excited to wait on this hire. I think it could be I think this could be gold. This could be a diamond in the rough hire. Nobody was thinking of Joe Judge except for us. We could have outsmarted the entire league. We could have outsmarted everybody with this hire. This could be the possibilities are absolutely endless. I'm going to go watch more news, guys. Get ready to leave the house and everything. Wow. It's a wait and see, guys. It's wait and see process. I didn't have Joe Judge on my radar either, but I'm really warming up this hire. I'm really warming up to this is an incredibly, incredibly interesting move. Dave Gettleman and Joe Judge. This is incredibly, incredibly interesting hire. I'm really, really excited. I'm really, really excited. You got to give this a chance. Give Joe Judge a chance. You don't know anything about Judge. He has no track record. It's a blank slate. It's a blank slate. Blank slate. Us against the world mentality. Us against the world. Matt Rule's money hungry. McDaniels is a dick. Martindale, be enemy. Who else were you going to hire? Exactly. Could have been Garrett or Marvin Lewis. Who else? If Matt Rule didn't want the job, you really wanted McDaniels, who's worked with Tom Brady? He is another. You know who he's another? He's another Adam Gase. That's what McDaniels is, another Adam Gase. So you really want to roll with Wink Martindale? Your options were limited anyway. Giants were decisive. They knew what gold looks like. It's Belichick. Steve Belichick can come back. Bill Belichick now could return to the Giants later on as in some kind of capacity. This is a Patriot hire. He knows what winning is. He knows what the dynasty feels like. Man, I'm excited about it. If you guys don't want to be Giants fans, you could. I mean, if it was McDaniels, I would have had a lot of trouble. Staying with the process. If it was Wink Martindale and Joe Brady, I would have had to warm up to the hire even more. Joe Judge is something, it's a breath of fresh air. I just looked at it. I was stunned and surprised. It's very un-Giant-like. A Giant move would have been to hire Marvin Lewis or Jason Garrett. This is taking a big swing. This isn't just hiring McAdoo that was in our system for a while. This isn't hiring Pat Shurmur, who's stale and who was with the Cleveland Browns and who sucked and who was old. This is hiring a young leader. I'm ready to give this a chance. I don't know Joe Judge yet. We'll see. Wait and see. Be optimistic. Love life. A lot of people are pessimistic. I think you got to be optimistic. He's from Philly just like I am. Okay, we got some Redskins fans here. Okay, well, guess what? Enjoy Riverboat Ron. Enjoy 8-8. Enjoy Shermer as your offensive coordinator. Enjoy Jack Del Rio. Enjoy Jack Del Rio. Enjoy not being relevant in 25 years because the New York Giants, I mean, the Redskins, ever since 1992 or whatever, they haven't been anything since that last Super Bowl. You're still run by Dan Snyder. Our facilities kick the crap out of Washington. McCarthy is just, his defenses are going to suck. He's a big fat munchkin. He's a big fat jelly donut. That's who he is. I'll be back in a second. I got to get something. I'm warming up. I'm going to be with you guys some more. Let's continue to talk. This is too much fun. Stay with me. Woo! The judge, baby! The judge, the jury, the executioner. Can't wait to get one of those I can't wait. We're gonna go to the Giants games and we're gonna hammer down. Everybody, knock on wood if you're with me, baby. Knock on wood. Knock on wood if you're with me. The judge, J. Joe Mother freaking Judge. I'm ready. I'm all in. I'm all in. All in on Joe Judge. The jury is closed. The case is closed. The jury can adjourn. Woohoo! It's not McDaniels. Matt Rule didn't want us. Matt Rule didn't want us. We took Joe Judge. We took Joe Judge. Michael, Bill Belichick is coming. He's coming to be our advisor. I'm telling you, he hates McDaniels too. He hates Robert Kraft. I'm telling you, we're outthinking everybody. I'm thinking everybody, and we're outthinking everybody. And Bill Belichick, guess what happens? Bill Belichick loves Joe Judge like a son. Stevie Belichick's coming too. Steve's coming. He's going to be here. Let's get him as a DC. Let's get Steve. Steve and Joe, I'm telling you, can Steve come? Steve. Hey, Stevie. Stevie, come. Oh, my God, I love it. I'm all in. I'm all in, baby. I'm all in on this one. I'm all in. Giants identified this guy in the process. They didn't listen to anybody who said, they didn't listen to any conventional wisdom. They didn't listen to anybody in this process. It's kind of like Daniel Jones. We're bold moves. People laughed at the Celtics for taking Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown in the draft. People laugh all the time. Diamonds are, I'm just telling you guys that the Ravens laughed at Lamar Jackson. Is that conventional wisdom? I mean, I wanted Matt Rule as well, guys. But again, we didn't even we didn't even interview that prick McDaniels. McDaniels would have been a complete dick. Wink Martindale is an old stale. He's a linebackers coach from Ohio who drives a minivan. Okay, that's a Lamar Jackson team. They have Marcus Peters. Their defense, they're going to probably get run over now by Derrick Henry. Chris Richard's defense sucked this year for the Dallas Cowboys. He's just as much of a risk. Matt Rule didn't want the Giants. Matt Rule didn't want the Giants. Joe Judge wanted us. You want somebody who wants you. You want somebody who wants you. Joe Judge. Incredibly fascinating hire. Incredibly fascinating hire. I got to pull the Giants fans with me. I'm excited. I'm all in. This is a hell of a move. I'm telling you, this is outthinking everybody. This is running our own race. This is analyzing his work. When he had with New England, he has an unbelievable punter, unbelievable special teams. That's a great part of the game of football, special teams. If you're a special teams coach, you love the game of football. If you're a special teams coach, you're a diehard for football. You're not just an offensive coach. And Joe Judge, he knows defense, he knows special teams, he knows linebacker play, he knows it all. Okay? And Edelman still had a really good year. Harry was developing. I know that the Patriots receivers, but I'm telling you guys, Rob Gronkowski made that team, and this is a guy that's a leader. And this is a guy that will motivate us, and this is a guy that will put us in the best position. And once you get Saban and Bill Belichick's blessing, that is like getting the blessing from both of the godfathers of football. So I'm all in. I'm all in on this hire, guys. I think that I might have to get going soon. But the Pats receivers didn't have any receivers. They had Edelman. You had N'Keal Harry, who was hurt for a while. They were a running-based team. They lost their offensive lineman. I mean, Harry was developing. He's a rookie. Sanu is an old veteran and the Patriots were desperate to appease Tom Brady. And this is not a wide receivers coach. This is a special teams coach. He had to do dual duties. And by the way, when the Patriots brought in that kicker, what's his name? Fairburn, or whoever the hell the kicker was, he drilled every single kick. Their punting units are sensational. Our special teams is going. Aldrich Rosas is he's gonna be kicking 60-yard bombs, baby. And we're also gonna be punting. Riley Dixon is excited, but in all seriousness, this special teams, you guys can enjoy Adam Gase. Adam Gase would have been Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels would have been Adam Gase. Joe Judge, it's not a reach because it was an incredibly bold decision by the New York Giants. I love bold decisions. I'm telling you guys, I love people who make big balls decisions. I love people that have guts, that have a lot of decisiveness about what they do. I like surprises. And I woke up this morning and I was surprised. I was surprised. I'm telling you, I'm fine. You can talk to my friends that I first texted about this hire. I'm fine about this hire. We want somebody that wants to be here. Victor, enjoy having an 8-8 and 9-7 Mike McCarthy. I have to go now. I have to go. Joe Judge, the next head coach of the New York Giants. Unbelievable, guys. I still can't believe it. Amazing. Amazing. This is incredible. This is absolutely remarkable. 10 more seconds left. Let's make it a perfect 28-minute video. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the video today. Thank you for watching the channel. Go Giants. Take care, guys.